Don't play with knives, kids. Ugh, I can't do it. Well, hello, Dolly friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Holly, and today I have, as you can see, a smart doll unboxing, but not just any smart doll. This smart doll is different from all other smart dolls in my collection. This is a guy. Yep. I got the Never Gonna Give You Up in cinnamon, and this is the heavy metal version, so he comes with the long, luscious locks of the blue metal wig. I'm very excited to get him out of his box to meet the lovely ladies, and we'll just kind of, you know,
take a look, see what he looks like. Check out those abs.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
What just happened? Let's get into it, shall we? Now that's a knife fitting for a smart doll guy. He comes in the new plastic reusable bags with the nice lovely orange handles, which I am quite partial to. Pull out his extras box, which I did not get any extras with him because, let's just face it, he was in the cart and purchased in seconds because he sold out in seconds. I actually missed out on the tea Never Gonna Give You Up because I spent too much time trying to find the hand packs and he was gone. I mean, there were like 20 to 40 of the tea guys in like 30 seconds gone. So I set an alarm for 5 a.m. when I knew that this guy was going to be dropped. And at 5 a.m. I was up, link came 2-3 minutes later, in the cart, bam, purchased. So I did not get any extras, but don't worry, I have plenty here. We're gonna play with this boy today. Bubble wrap. Here he is, Never Gonna Give You Up in cinnamon with beautiful blue eyes. And one thing I noticed as I had been stalking him on Instagram, but he has more of a gray palette. And I had for some reason thought it would be more black, but it makes sense because Danny had commented a while back when he first introduced the blue metal wigs that the gray palette complemented the style better than the harsh black, which is why he did a blue metal version of Looking for Trouble. I really honestly went back and forth between tea and cinnamon, and I think deep down I wanted cinnamon, but he had given all the cinnamon guys to one of his other secondhand sellers, and so I didn't think I'd be able to get them, but then I did, and I'm pretty happy about it. So let's go ahead and take a look, see how the boy body is different. Now, right off the bat, the thing that is very different, obviously he's a guy, but that's not what I'm talking about. He has a full squishy vinyl body where the girls typically just have a squishy bust and the rest is a hard vinyl. So that's a new thing that I don't have. You can get the full squishy bodies. I think it's called SOFUBI. You can order peach bodies is what they're called, the squishy versions for the girls. I haven't done that yet. So this is my first. There are some drawbacks apparently with posability with the guys because he's just Mr. Muscles and Mr. Muscles just can't move as well apparently. But I don't care. It's not like I'm gonna have him go out weightlifting and doing some weird posing. I think he's gonna be fine. So he has nice muscular arm, but the shoulder muscles are so big.
So big.
That his posability on the up, raising his arms up, is a little limited, but there are ways around it. You could rotate the arm all the way around, which would give you the T-pose. I saw someone, I think on a Facebook group, who actually cut these parts out. So this is also different. The girl dolls have this part removed to allow for a little more flexibility, and I might just cut that because it really did improve it. We'll see if it's a problem. I don't want to alter anything too soon. And then of course he has some abs. He's got muscles, got some good shadows here so we can really see some of it. Now I do recall that the darker skin dolls, so the coffee and tea, really showed the abs pretty well, where the cinnamon is not as defined just because of the colors. Doesn't bother me. Okay, and then we've got his tricep bicep here. Loving some of the vein details in the forearm. It's obviously just going to be more muscular than the girls. His hands, of course, are bigger. I was hoping they might release the cyber gloves in the man hands, but it sounds like that's not a plan. So if I want him to wear gloves, he's going to have to wear the female hands. So here's his back. One of the changes that were made with this particular doll, as opposed to the older style Smart Doll guys is this torso piece is longer. So when he poses and bends, it's not gonna show a gap, which apparently there used to be a gap. So that part has been resolved. Here's his back muscles, very muscular back. And then here's this cute little tushy. Little tush, cute. We have some pretty muscular thighs. Guy's gonna pack a punch when he starts doing some kicks. Calves are insanely buff. You know, that's something that's gonna happen when you're fairly athletic or doing martial arts or whatever kind of activity you do. Now, the other thing to note about the guys is the feet are actually the same size as the girls, which is nice because all the girls' shoes I have will fit him, and he's gonna be wearing shoes, so it doesn't really matter. There are a few tiny little blemishes that were noted when he was released. There's this one here, but you know, honestly, I don't think it's a problem at all because my guys, he is a character that's in a story I have with my starling who is looking for trouble, and it's a cyberpunk setting. So he is someone who is not without blemish, both on his body
And his soul.
So his look is going to be entirely a cyberpunk vibe. His whole story is kind of an intense guy. Now, one thing I'm noticing is he has some shading, like coloring here, that the girl dolls do not have. Like they usually have rosier cheeks, but he has this side shading that I really like. It's not something that I've seen. Here is my Dimension Chaos head. And I'm showing you her partly because she's wearing the black wig that I had purchased for him, but she looks so good in it, and it's just there's a lot of hair here. He's still gonna try it on, but she's probably gonna keep it. But anyway, I wanted to show you the side of her head. She does not have any of that blushing that he has on the temple. Also, here is Starling. She is not looking happy at me. Look at that. She is looking me up and down. Apparently, I've been a little too flirty with her guy, and she noticed. So, shh, don't say anything. Anyway, she's in the cinnamon, which is the same color that he is, and I wanted to show you, she does not have that side blushing either. Don't worry, girl. Not taking your man. You're fine. Nope, you're good. You're good. So now let's go ahead and get out his wig and take a look at that. Oh, really quickly, one of the things I forgot to really mention, many of you probably know this if you're hardcore smart doll people, but the SOFUBI or the soft vinyl dolls do have a greater range of posability because of the softness. So see, he can really stretch the legs up. All right, so as you can see in his pose here, his leg has extended past the 90-degree angle, which the standard smart doll vinyl, the hard vinyl, cannot do. And that's because the torso and the thigh are squishy, so they just squish. So it's funny, I mean, he has some limitations in posing, and yet other places he's more posable than your standard smart doll. So I feel like it's a win-win. I'm already in love with him. Shh, don't tell Starling. But let's go ahead and get his wig out, take a peek, and we're gonna play dress up with our man here. Okay, so standard things in the box as usual. We have the guide card, which I have several of these now. Little introduction and care of your doll. I haven't shown that in a long time. So you get that. You get the stand, the telescopic stand that turns them into tripod. And I gotta say, best invention ever when it comes to doll stands, because I have a wide range of dolls and they usually use those other stands that fall apart, fall off the doll, the bases fall off. Oh, it just drives me crazy. But these, they never fail. They're perfect. Perfection. Great for photography, great for posing. Highly recommend it. Brilliant job. Okay, and now for the wig. So this is the blue metal wig. It is the long curly one that Danny has put on, well, really, all girl dolls up until this point. But when he released, he shipped all the cinnamon guys to a partner company, and then he sold all of the coffee and the tea guys. They had a shortage of the short blue metal wigs and asked people on Twitter, X, if they would be interested in the heavy metal version. And of course I was like, dude, I'll take the guy. He's gonna have a different wig anyway. And I wanted this wig for my starling for a while. I'm still gonna try it on him because look at all the different colors. We've got some grays and some kind of vibrant blues, gray blues. It's just a gorgeous wig. And this, look at that. So he's actually discontinued making these wigs that have the hair curved inside so you don't see the stitching. But I'm pretty happy that I actually have this one because those are nice for styling updos. You don't have to be quite as strategic to block the stitching. Let's get this on him, and then I'm going to get him in some clothes. Okay, so I was trying the wig on Starling, my trouble, and the head sizes are different. So the girl heads are bigger. Their head cap's the same, but the head is actually larger. I was gonna still try and see if I could cram it on, but no, it is not gonna go on. I can actually get it to fit like on the wig cap, but then she has like this massive forehead, so that's not gonna work. So, oh yeah. That is fun. Look at how that looks on him, especially with his blue eyes. I mean, it's not the look I'm going to keep, but it is a fun look. I typically am not into like long-haired guys. I think for him, it's a fun look, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with it for his initial phase and show you some outfits. I will do some wig swapping. One of the things that the complaint with the soft vinyl is the fact that it's hard to get them dressed with that squishy vinyl. And any of you who might have like a traditional Blythe by Takara or a Good Smile Company, or even the older Barbies with their rubber legs, pants can sometimes be a nightmare. But on, I think it was a Facebook group, the same group that I think had cut this part, they suggested that you wrap parchment paper around the legs and they'll just go right on. And I thought, you know, that's a good idea, because some of the clothing he's gonna wear will be darker in color and that could potentially stain, because the softer vinyl
Does stain
easier than the hard vinyl. So if I'm wrapping his legs in parchment, it's gonna be twofold. We're gonna have easier application of clothing and better protection from staining. So I'm gonna try that, show you guys what it looks like before we get him dressed. Now his first look is he's gonna have the, oh, and they can apparently wear the ladies' jeans. And I'm gonna go with that and try on the Tokyo jeans. I can't remember, I have both, but they're the ones that have holes. He's gonna try these on first, and then we'll kind of play around with some wig looks. I have a whole lot of fun things lined up for you guys. But for now, it's off to the cupboard for parchment paper. Oh my word, what a flirt. I go to get parchment paper and this is what I come back to. Come on now, dude, have a little decorum. Take some photos though, get those snapshots. Gotta put the parchment on. Stop being distracting. Oh my word, such a tease. He's trying to show off the parchment legs, still being flirty. It's not my fault, darling. He's doing it on his own. Just showing you some of his posability. It's pretty fun. And that's his parchment legs. We'll see if it works. I actually used the hair bands, the clear rubber bands, just looped them around the parchment to hold it in place because the tape did not work. So I have no idea how this is going to work here. It could be a complete fail, but why not try it? That's why I'm here, to try things, so you don't have to, or you can.
because you want to.
Oh, stop, would you? Well, the Hiroshima jeans did not fit. They were super tight on the calves. Like this part wouldn't go over the calves. And these are really tight even on my girls, so that's no surprise. So I went ahead and tried the gray ones, which I think are like the cargo, I don't remember the names. I'm terrible with names. Anyway, those went on like a dream. Parchment paper was awesome. So that's showing you how they look. Let's take a look at posability, shall we? Yes, you've mastered the pose, sir. It's true. But I mean, like, how well do your legs move in these pants? That's what we're talking about right now. Okay, so if we take a look at these cargo pants, he can stick his legs pretty high up and bend. I'm gonna go pretty far back. I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of a plumber bum here because these pants are typically just a little bit lower waisted. So that is kind of an issue. But I would say posability with these pants are fine. They're not too tight, though a little low. So next, I think before I put any clothes on him, I'm gonna try different wigs. So we can kind of see just him in different wigs. I have a variety that I'm gonna be showing you. Let's line them all up here. Well, I forgot my microphone for half of that, so apologies everyone. Okay, so here's my lineup of wigs. I have an AliExpress gray wolf cut. This is a blonde wig that came with an outfit from Amazon. I have this blue wig that came on this cute girl. This is Lark. The black wig that you saw earlier on Dimension. And then I have this fun, I think it's called the boba wig from Leisure of Dolls. I'm hoping Leisure of Dolls is gonna put out some fun guy wigs. I really ultimately want a black wig, a short black wig that's kind of styled. That's the ultimate look for this guy. We're gonna go ahead and I'm going to start with these two, the three in the front. Ultimately, I'm gonna end with this one because that'll be his final look until I find the right black wig. So let's go ahead and get started on his makeovers. Here's the blonde wig. I think he looks quite handsome in that, personally. It's not like the look I'm ultimately going for him, but it is still very handsome. Gosh, he's so good looking. Just look how handsome he is. This way, kind of have a dreamy look. Oh yeah, you got the charm, don't ya? Here he is in the wig that came on Lark, and I kept the hat on. It's kind of fun. I mean, it really goes well with his blue eyes, and that, you know, it gives him some fun color. There's the back of the hat, and he has like a side part. And now these wigs are definitely too big for Smart Doll, but just for posing and fun, it works really well. Let's see how he looks with the goggles, huh? Yeah, that's fun. He looks good. I like it. Here's the Leisure for Dolls wig, the boba wig, I believe they call it. It's that curly short wig. It's so cute. I do love it, but it's not really the look I'm going for him. And he looks like he might be some cute lead singer or drummer on a boy band, just looking kind of fun and flirty with his curly hair. But it's a little more of a playful look than what I ultimately want. But he's still very cute. I black wig, and I have to say I like it on him better than I thought I would. It's still a lot of hair, like it's really bushy on the sides, and I really kind of want it, see how I like it flatter on the face. I don't mind the bangs per se, but it's just a little too poofy. And besides, Dimension looked stinking adorable in it. But ultimately, it's still a nice look on him, and I do love the black. The black is essential for his character, so I will be getting one. I will be getting one. But for now, you can see how this looks. And then we're gonna go now to the final wig, which is the gray wolf cut. I'm very excited to see how that looks. Here is the gray wig, the final wig, and I like it. I don't think I like it as much as I thought I would. It definitely has more of the anime guy look, which is fine. It's just not necessarily the look I ultimately want for my character. I still think he looks pretty amazing. The gray goes really well with his blue eyes, with the grayer toned eyebrows. They do still look darker, but it's a nice mix. Anyway, we're still gonna stick with this look for now. I'm gonna go ahead and finally get a shirt on this boy, and we are going to have him try the weathered gray sweater first. And then I have a whole AliExpress order and some clothes I found at a doll show that he's going to be modeling for you guys. So get some popcorn, put your feet up, and we're going to play around with some looks. So stay tuned. It's the weathered sweater. I forget what it's called too. Weathered sweater. Anyway, it's a little snug in the armpits, so it gives them kind of more of a boat neck. I didn't want to do like off one shoulder, but I think, you know, it works. It really works with the whole gray palette. And I have Starling here in the background watching over her man. She has taken her glasses and her hat off because I wanted to try those on him and show you all what it looks like. That looks so good. Look at how he looks at that. That looks amazing. I love it so much. Oh yeah, so these glasses are definitely his glasses. I love that. Look at how good he looks. I wanted to point out too, I gave him the boots that Starling normally wears because they have a higher heel and it'll make him taller than her, because the boy dolls now, these guys, this is Never Gonna Give You Up, they are the same height as the current girl dolls because Danny did not have really the time to redo the Evolve internal frame to add extra height. So he went ahead and kept the same frame for making the guy figure to go over the top. So the guys are typically all going to be the same height as the girls. So Starling will always wear more of a flatter heel to show a height difference. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the AliExpress clothing, each piece first, and then I'll try different things on and you guys will get to see how it looks. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so first things first, the guy has to have a weapon. I happened to come across these metal firearm keychain on AliExpress. So they have all sorts of pistols, different colors, they have rifles. So I picked this one to be his. So it's pretty heavy, but I felt like he really needed, ooh, look, it even moves. So this actually, well, I can pull the hammer back and then it works. That's his weapon. And then I thought I would show you first what I already have that I want him to wear initially. I've got my leather jacket that I had purchased for Starling a while back. It's definitely oversized on her. It also works really well on the pair girls. My Maria, who's Marvel and T, she wore this and looked amazing. But I thought this would look awesome on him. So he's gonna try this on first. So this jacket fits perfect on him. The sleeve length is perfect on his wrist and the shoulders are great. I haven't tried it zipped, so let's see here. So it wasn't actually the sweater that was a problem, it was just the stand on his back was making it too tight. So I moved the coat up some. I don't know that I like it up all the way. I mean, if he's on a motorcycle, yeah, that would be awesome. Another quick thing to note on this jacket, it's an AliExpress jacket, but it will stain like nobody's business. So always make sure you have some kind of stain guard. If you decide to get yourselves a black leather jacket like this, just note you're going to want to have some kind of stain guards in place, or any place that the actual leather part touches or pleather will stain. The internal lining is a fabric, so it won't, but like this part here, yeah, gotta be careful. So anyway, but he looks awesome. Gonna move on to the next piece. The next piece I actually got at the doll show at my club put on a few weeks ago. It's this really nice business jacket and this incredible vest. So the outfit he has to wear too. He's got the black slacks, which have a nice professional look. And because it's cyberpunk, like this is not something I've normally dressed, but the outfit has this silver shirt that is just, I mean, I feel like we would see this in like Blade Runner or any kind of 80s cyberpunk, sci-fi. I mean, totally one of those retro futuristic kind of outfits. But then what goes over that is this really cool like strappy vest. So Mr. Black would wear this outfit. Okay, so look at how this vest will look with the silver shirt. And honestly, this could even be like an Old West thing if I wanted to, but combine it with his business jacket and he's just gonna look awesome. Okay, so the shirt here, I didn't even show you guys. This is really cool. It has a zipper, and the thing that's cool about this zipper is it goes down. so I can have it stop if I need to in order to make space for his stand. So that is a really cool feature. A lot of times outfits, the zipper goes up and then you have the struggle of, well, the stand needs a place. So that zips closed, and I'm trying to get him dressed, and just the short time he was sitting on this black tablecloth backdrop I'm using, he stained his shoulder blades. Come on, that's terrible. I'm so sad. So I'm gonna put a white cloth underneath him now for the rest of the process. And I've inserted parchment all along his waistband here so he doesn't stain on his waist. All right, let's finish getting him dressed. I tried the pants and just the vest on their own, and the boots I had to put the boots on over the pants because the pants were not wide enough. These are a little big for him. So here is the strapping on his chest. I wanted to try it with just the vest. I think it looks really good. The pistol works really well in his standard stock hand. I just used some clear bands to hold it in, so his finger's not on the trigger, though it would fit just fine. So I had to clip the vest to fit, and then I did clip the pants a little bit. So you can see how they're a bit baggy here in the leg. They're a little baggy. You know what? I think for just posing, when you clip it in the back like that, I think he looks really, really good, especially with those sunglasses. I mean, I do love his eyes. Here, let's do this. There we go. Look at those baby blues. Yeah, he looks good. Alright, so now I'm gonna try on the vest. I think I'm gonna try just that red vest before I do the silver shirt. I decided to go ahead and have him try on the jacket, the sport coat, to go with the all black look. It fits pretty well. I mean, it looks a little big, but the buttons would fit perfectly around his waist. Here's the back. Does it have a part? Yeah, it does have a split, which is nice. And I took his hat off. I don't know that I like that his pants are a little baggy, but so I think that looks pretty good. It's a nice look. He looks like he is working for the Secret Service or something. I don't know that I want to take his glasses off. Let's just do that. Let's see what he looks like with his glasses off. Yeah, that looks good. I think he looks incredibly handsome. So this is the vest without a shirt. It fits really perfectly. So it's funny that the jacket seemed just a pinch big when the vest fits perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and put the silver shirt on now because I'm not really into the shirtless look with this vest. So next phase. Well, I'm a little crushed / devastated at the moment because I was dressing my guy in that silver shirt and literally just putting the fabric over his fingers stained the hand. Like seconds of exposure of that material, and his hand is now blue. Look at that. I mean, the shirt didn't even, once it was on, and everywhere it rubbed, there's now blue. So I took the shirt out, and look, the back's even worse now. Like seconds, you guys. Seconds of exposure. And I used a fine grain sandpaper to try to get some of it off, like here, because his nips got stained blue. So I sanded those, and I've tried to sand with fine grain, but everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Like, I know this material is susceptible to staining, but seconds of exposure? Seconds. So anyway, very disappointed in that aspect. A lot. Like, look at that. This is the most expensive doll I've ever bought, like ever in my life. And he's been out of the box not even a day, and I've got staining all over him. Tears, big crocodile tears. Okay, let's find something for him to wear. I am not putting parchment over his entire body. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, here is my patient. He is, you can't really see it here, but he does have the staining because I am an idiot. And I reached out to Smart Doll last night, trying really hard not to freak out. So they reminded me about the article he posted on their website talking about using this particular chemical to remove staining on the soft vinyl. So I ordered it promptly from Amazon and got it here at 4 a.m. this morning because we're really close to an Amazon warehouse, so we're really lucky like that. And I'm now going to begin the process of trying to remove staining on my poor, oh, it's so sad, guys. But live and learn. We're gonna get them cleaned up. And you know, if anything, y'all can learn from my mistakes and not make them yourself. Stay tuned and I'll show you probably the finished product. I'm gonna be in the zone once I get started on it. So now I have finally got in my hands the right product in order to do this. And I'm set up next to a window with an air purifier because it needs to be well ventilated. So my lighting isn't like excellent. I have a lamp here and a mix of natural light, but we'll see how it works. Anyway, just make sure you get the right product before you go into a project. We'll see how it turns out. Well, it's been a little while since I worked on cleaning him, and I have to say it didn't work. I think the staining had set just too long on his vinyl, so it's pretty much set in there. It is hard to see on the camera, I've noticed as I've been editing the video. You really can't tell, but I can tell. I know it's there, so that's a bummer. But I still think he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have loved posing a boy doll and dressing him and giving him some attitude. I really have no regrets in getting him at all. And I think he looks amazing with Starling. So no regrets at all. I mean, as far as buying him, obviously I have regrets that he stained. I still can't figure out how that silver shirt did it because I've tried it on other surfaces, rubbing really hard, and it's not had that same, there's like no blue in it. So it's the weirdest thing. Anyway, ultimately, I still love him a bunch, and I am contemplating the possibility of doing some kind of like cyberpunk themed tattoo possibly across his shoulder blades in the back. I'm gonna keep an eye out for hand packs so I can get him a few new hands. You know, because he's cyberpunk, there's hints of blue lighting and pink lighting in a cyberpunk world. So it really is lending to that theme a little bit for him to have blue tones. So maybe I'll just go with that and just not even care. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, and I did wanna point out, I have since put him in the cyber boots. I forget what they're called. Guys, the theme of this is I forget. I can never remember what things are called. So he's in the cyber shoes, and I put Starling back in her boots because she just looks amazing in this outfit. And I mean, the height, he still has a hint more height than her just by a skosh. I put on this shirt he's wearing is from an Amazon outfit for the girls, but it worked well for him. It's light colored, not gonna stain. And then I put the vest over it. This vest is lined, however, so it would not stain. And then he's got his pistol, he's got a nice punk belt, and I gave him a chain bracelet for just extra, just a little extra detail. And then I wanted to point out Starling's cool belt here is also a bracelet I found at Goodwill. This is my power couple. They're amazing. I absolutely love them together. I took some fun photos of them together. And it's been a really fun thing. Thank you guys so much for watching and going on this journey of discovery with me. And again, like I said, I'm trying things so you don't have to. Yay me! Please like, comment, subscribe, telling me what you think of this adventure. If you've had any experiences with the SOFUBI like I did, or if you've had any tips or tricks that you might have tried. I know Emma suggested we try the Oxy acne cream treatment, which is very common for vinyl dolls. I don't know, we'll see. All that to say, thanks for watching and we'll catch you next video. Bye!